Come on, girls.
I don't like glasses.
First leaves of fall. There it is. First ones on the property that I've seen. Happy Friday, guys. I've been doing a lot of filming and not a lot of editing, so I am behind as usual. In this week's video, we have the first hints of fall around the homestead, the start of football season, which means traveling. We can finally have bonfires again in between windstorms, and even though I may not have a large harvest this year, we do have a lot of people sharing with us. My plan has been and still is to start preserving every little bit this year. I like to work hands-on, and in the years prior I just haven't had the time to learn. I've been a little intimidated to dive into these large projects, but last winter/spring I got baking our own breads under my belt. So now I'm going to start preservation projects. A friend of mine gave me a couple zucchinis that I showed you guys in an earlier video. So I found myself a muffin recipe I had stashed away somewhere. I shredded up all the zucchini, made a batch of muffins, and then had enough to freeze for 3 more portions of the same recipe of muffins. Fall is coming up real quick here. My husband and daughter went bird hunting. The garden is starting to frost, and I will need to start winterizing soon. This was a hard year in the garden for everyone, it sounds like, at the farmer's market, so I'm kind of glad this was our start year. And we have a mountain lion that lives in the area, and he was spotted on our neighbor's property, so that is exciting. We leave our big dog loose at night in the fall to deter large predators. We live in an area that house most of the large predators here, and we also bring home carcasses and things in the fall, so we need to have that protection for us and our animals. So I'm not ready to start canning just yet, but I am freezing a lot of stuff this year and water bathing some stuff this year. This attachment that I have for my mixer is a shredder. I love it. I went ahead and processed all the zucchini with it. I also shred our blocks of cheese with it too. apples this year. Probably just enough to snack on, I'm sure. But that's great. I wanted to show you guys an easy way to make a meatloaf if you're just starting to cook. Here I got this stovetop on a deal that I couldn't pass up, and I have about a pound of leftover ground beef with a handful of some reduced veggies. I don't typically cook like this anymore. I make most of all my food from scratch, but this was one of my strategies when I was younger and learning. So I take all my reduced veggies and pulse it up, not to a pulp, but just kind of pulse it until it's a little bit chunky. Collected eggs yesterday. And look at what we've got. These are the green eggs. They're the smallest ones that we get. So this little tiny thing compared to the green egg. I think we have new hens laying. I think we got our first one. Look at it compared to the big eggs. So cute. I'm like an expectant mother hovering over all those little girls. Okay, don't mind the bread maker noise in the background. I'm gonna try and talk over it. I have this leftover chicken here that needs to get used up in the fridge. I pulled this out already out of the fridge, and these need to get used up along with this. So I grabbed some tortillas from the freezer, and I grabbed this from downstairs. I'm gonna use the white meat for sandwiches and salads, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull the meat off the thighs today, and I'm gonna cook it down for dinner with the salsa and the veggies. And I'm gonna either do rolled up enchilada, chicken enchiladas, or I'm going to make like an enchilada lasagna. Either way, I'll let you guys know, show you how it turns out. I wanted to show you guys what I'm talking about when I say I go and get deals. I basically take a local store's app and deals that they give me and a cashback app, and I find coupons and deals that I can double up on for things that we normally use. It's a rainy day out today, rainy fall day. So I am making potato soup in the crock pot. I made broth last night, overnight, and strained it for the soup. I have bread over here rising for bread and extra broth to go into the fridge. So it's before lunchtime and I've got everything going for dinner so that it's easy and I'm not stressed out about it.